Guess what it is?
Well, probably it's a picture.
Nowadays, how about internet?
Is this in my book?
What?
Is this what you wrote in my book?
No.
No.
No, this is something original. Why don't you read it out loud?
Do you need your lookers?
I need my glasses on the table. The other in the kitchen.
In the kitchen?
So.
Oh, thank you for life. Without you giving life to me, I would not have been able to live the wonderful life I have been fortunate to have lived. Thank you for instilling in my life the values that have been so vital to living a God-pleasing life. Among the values that you have taught me and that I am grateful to you for include your commitment to family, faith, hard work, of serving others, and of course, knowing right from wrong. For those times when I said or done wrong and caused unneeded stress in your life, I offer my sincere apology. Hopefully these times were not too numerous. I want to thank you for your continuous support and for always being a fan of whatever I did or am doing in my life. Whether it was going to basketball games and cheering your heart out, or going to band concerts where I'm sure the music wasn't the sweetest out, or being a 4-H mom and leading the Dandy Doo-Doers, or being the best bus driver I ever had, all this translates to a mom who cared and was an active part in my life. It doesn't hurt to have your mom drive your bus to help keep you on the straight and narrow. Thanks for introducing me to Bumpity Noodles, making homemade donuts, and calling it supper. I get to shake the bag, or occasionally splurging and spoiling us by stopping at the Foley Bakery and picking up donuts. What a treat that was. Something that you didn't have to do, but I sure loved it when you did stuff like that. You made a regular trip to town special. Just like when you would occasionally get cereal with toy surprises in them. I get first prize, second, third. Remember that? Even though we could have just gotten Wheaties, Rice Krispies, or Corn Flakes, a cool mom like you would go above and beyond sometimes. Good times. I appreciate and respect you for all your hard work in raising a large family. You have not only given me my many brothers and sisters, but siblings I now consider friends. Siblings who have each other's back and who respect each other. That is a product of you. Thank you for your strong commitment to your faith. I believe it was influenced my commitment and my faith in Jesus Christ. I hope my family is an extension of you that you can be proud of. I am trying to lead them as you have led me. Lastly, I hope I have made you proud to call me your son. I am proud to call you Mom. I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Your son, Dale. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Well, I just want to let you know, I probably don't tell that kind of stuff often enough. You know, that there's so many things that just go unsaid and then taken for granted. And, you know, when you look back at, our lives and you think about what's shaped you, and, you know, there's things that, you know, it wasn't easy, I'm sure. I mean, a big family, I mean, we have trouble with 3 kids sometimes and making ends meet and all that stuff. And so, you know what, it was tough, I'm sure. But, you know what, we weren't ever...
Well, I don't think you ever were in need.
Need and want are 2 different things, and yet you gave us some special stuff that, you know, do you remember that stuff? I mean, going to warehouse market, coming home, and as soon as you'd pull in the yard, it was, I get first prize, I get second prize, and it was like, what the cereal was that you got, and, you know, not to say we didn't have our times of eating cornflakes, I mean, that was fine too, but it was, no, I just remember that stuff where you go to town and go to Foley, and Mom would come home, and we never knew she'd stop at the bakery, and there it was, a couple dozens of fresh bakery rolls, and boy,
Well, I'm surprised how you spelling bumpity.
I didn't know how to spell that.
It's just bumpity, like a bump in the log.
I was thinking it's bumpy. Is it bumped? Itty? I don't know.
Well, you know, when I was growing up too, we had my dad worked one week days, one day, next week afternoons, and the next week midnights. And whenever he worked afternoons, he'd go to work at 4 o'clock and work till midnight. Well, then that's supper. We didn't sit down like a family most of the time, you know. That was when we got to have the bumpity noodles and macaroni with just tomato juice on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's Wormies.
That was Wormies.
Wormies.
I left that part out of there. I was gonna say you introduced me to goulash and then goulash with elbow macaroni with tomato juice. I wasn't a big fan of that.
I still have that every now and then.
Throw hamburger in there, and then you got a little bit of something, but it was.
No, but I don't even have the hamburger in it. You know.
Well, it's just like spaghetti without meat, you know,
Yeah.
kind of, sort of, you know, depending on